Sharanavaratri this year. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Adiparashakti Matre Namaha. This mantra 16 times we chant. The Sankalpa is by the grace of Mother, we are able to understand the deep purport of the Shastras, which talk about and indicate about the self, the truth, the nature of self, and how to reach to that self, and what is the expression after knowing the self. All these things by experience may be gained by Krupa of Mother in this very life very soon. With the Sankalpa, we chant. Then we do our Bhagavatam, we do our Adhyatma Ramayanam, then we do our today's Parayanam. In that, the Vishnu Stotrams. Thereafter, we will do the Durga, we do the Lalita Trishati Stotram. If time is there, Khatgamala. If not, tomorrow. So these 2.5 hours of ours, let us fully involve. This itself is highest tapasya, greatest sadhana. Left to ourselves, we may or may not be able to do sadhana, but give a chance to the Rishi Parampara, Gurus and God. In the Satsanga, they help us in doing the sadhana. Start. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Adipara Matre Namaha. 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 Mam Raksha Raksha Paripalaya Paripalaya. Sanatana Dharmam Raksha Raksha Paripalaya Paripalaya. Sanatana Dharmikan Raksha Raksha Paripalaya Paripalaya. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tavatre Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratascha artheshvabhignasvarat tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo varimrudam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrusha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi. Narayanan namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayeed. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om yonta pravishya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shakti dharasvadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती स्वरूपिणी श्री चित्शक्ति स्वरूपिणी श्री ललितांबिका स्वरूपिणी श्री आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे नमः। श्रीमाता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। Just 48 shlokas, the fourth chapter of Skanda Purana Antargata Bhagavata Mahatmyam. With that, the Mahatmyam will be over. From tomorrow, we will be chanting the seventh Skandha as we started couple of days back. Om Adha Shri Skanda Purana Antargata Srimad Bhagavata Mahatmyam Atha Chaturthodhyayah ऋषय ऊचुः साधुसूत चिरंजीव चिरमेवं प्रसादिनः श्रीभागवतमाहात्म्यम् अपूर्वं त्वन्मुखाच्छ्रुतं तत्स्वरूपं प्रमाणं च विधिं च श्रवणे वद तद्वक्तुर्लक्षणं सूत श्रोतुश्चापि वदाधुना। सूत उवाच श्रीमद्भागवतस्याथ श्रीमद्भगवतः सदा स्वरूपमेकमेवास्ति सच्चिदानन्दलक्षणं श्रीकृष्णासक्तभक्तानां तन्माधुर्यप्रकाशकं समुजृम्भति यद्वाक्यं विद्धि भागवतं हि ततो ज्ञानविज्ञानभक्त्यङ्गा चतुष्टयपरं वचः मायामर्दनदक्षं च विद्धि भागवतं च तद प्रमाणं तस्य को वेद ह्यनन्तस्याक्षरात्मनः ब्रह्मणे हरिणा तद्धिग चतुश्लोक्या प्रदर्शिता तदानन्त्यावगाहेन स्वेप्सिता वहन क्षमाः त एव सन्ति भो विप्रा ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवादयः मितबुद्ध्यादिवृत्तीनां मनुष्याणां हिताय च परीक्षित्सुखसंवादो योऽसौ व्यासेन कीर्तितः ग्रन्थोऽष्टादशसाहस्रो योऽसौ भागवताभिधः करिग्राहगृहीतानां स एव परमाश्रयः श्रोतारोऽथ निरूप्यन्ते श्रीमद्विष्णुकथाश्रयाः प्रवरा अवराश्चेति श्रोतारो द्विविधा मताः प्रवराश्चातको हंसः शुको मीनादयस्तथा अवरावृकभूरुण्ड वृषोष्ट्राद्याः प्रकीर्तिताः अखिलोपेक्षया यस्तु कृष्णशास्त्रश्रुतौ व्रती स चातको यथाम्भोध मुक्ते पातसि चातकः हंसः स्यात् सारमादत्ते यः श्रोता विविधात् श्रुतात् दुग्धेनैक्यं गतात् तोयातु यथा हंसो मलयम् अपलं पयः शुकः सुष्ठुमितं वक्ति व्यासं श्रोतॄंश्च हर्षयन् सुपाठितः शुको यद्वत् शिक्षकं पार्श्वगानपे शब्दं नानिमिषो जातो करोत्यास्वादयन् रसं श्रोता स्निग्धो भवेन्मीनः मीनः क्षीरनिधौ यथा यस्तुदन् रसिकान् श्रोतॄन् विरौत्यग्न्यो वृको हि सः वेणुस्वनरसासक्तान् वृकोरण्ये मृगान्यथा भूरुण्डः शिक्षेदन्यान् श्रुत्वा न स्वयमाचरेत् यथा हिमवतः शृङ्गे भूरुण्डाख्यो विहङ्गमः सर्वं श्रुतमुपादत्ते सारासारान्धधीर्पुरुषः स्वादुद्राक्षं खलिं चापि निर्विशेषं यथा वृषः स उष्ट्रो मधुरं मुञ्चन् विपरीते रमेतयः यथा निम्बं चरत्युष्ट्रः हित्वाम्रमपि तद्युतम् अन्येऽपि बहवो भेदाः द्वयोर्भृङ्गखरादयः विज्ञेयास्तत्तदाचारैः तत्तत्प्रकृतिसम्भवैः यः स्थित्वाभिमुखं प्रणम्य विधिवत् त्यक्तान्यवादो हरेः लीलाः श्रोतुमभीप्सतेति निपुणः नम्रोऽथ क्लुप्ताञ्जलिः शिष्यो विश्वसितोऽनुचिन्तनपरः प्रश्नेऽनुरक्तः शुचिः नित्यं कृष्णजनप्रियो निगदितः श्रोता स वै वक्तृभिः भगवन्मतिरनपेक्षः सुहृदो दीनेषु सानुकम्पो यः बहुधा बोधनचतुरः वक्ता सम्मानितो मुनिभिः अथ भारतभूस्थाने श्रीभागवतसेवने विधिं शृणुत भो विप्राः येन स्यात् सुखसन्ततिः राजसं सात्विकं जापे तामसं निर्गुणं तथा चतुर्विधं तु विज्ञेयं श्रीभागवतसेवनं सप्ताहं यज्ञवद् यत्तु सश्रमं सत्वरं मुदा सेवितं राजसं तत्तु बहुपूजादिशोभनं मासेन ऋतुना वापि श्रवणं स्वादसंयुतं सात्विकं यद् अनायासं समस्तानन्दवर्धनं तामसं यत्तु वर्षेण सालसं श्रद्धया युतं विस्मृतिस्मृतिसंयुक्तं सेवनं तच्च सौख्यदं वर्षमासदिनानां तु विमुच्य नियमाग्रहं सर्वदा प्रेमभक्त्यैव सेवनं निर्गुणं मतं पारीक्षितेऽपि संवादे निर्गुणं तत्प्रकीर्तितं तत्र सप्त दिनाख्यानं तयायुर्दिनसंख्यया अन्यत्र त्रिगुणं चापि निर्गुणं च यथेच्छया यथा कथञ्चित् कर्तव्यं सेवनं भगवत्श्रुतेः ये कृष्णविहारैक भजनास्वादलोलुपाः मुक्तावपि निराकाङ्क्षाः तेषां भागवतं धनं ये विसंसारसन्ताप निर्विण्णा मोक्षकाङ्क्षिणः तेषां भवौषधं चैतत् कलौ सेव्यं प्रयत्नतः ये चापि विषयारामाः सांसारिकसुखस्पृहाः तेषां तु कर्ममार्गेण या सिद्धिः साधुना कलौ सामर्थ्यधनविज्ञानाभावादत्यन्तदुर्लभा तस्मात् तैरपि संसेव्या श्रीमद्भागवती कथा धनं पुत्रांस्तथा दारान् वाहनादेशो गृहान् असापत्न्यं च राज्यं च दद्यात् भागवती कथा इहलोके वरान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् वै मनसेप्सितान् श्रीभागवतसङ्गेन यात्यन्ते श्रीहरेः पदं यत्र भागवती वार्ता ये च तत् श्रवणे रताः तेषां संसेवनं कुर्यात् देहेन च धनेन च तदनुग्रतोऽस्यापि श्रीभागवतसेवनं श्रीकृष्णव्यतिरिक्तं यत् तत्सर्वं धनसंज्ञितं कृष्णार्थीति धनार्थीति श्रोता वक्ता द्विधा मतः यथा वक्ता तथा श्रोता तत्र सौख्यं विवर्धते उभयोर्वै परेत्येतो रसाभासे फलच्युतिः किं तु कृष्णार्थिनां सिद्धिः विलम्बेनापि जायते धनार्थिनस्तु संसिद्धिः विधिसम्पूर्णतावशात् कृष्णार्थिनो गुणस्यापि प्रेमैव विधिरुत्तमः आसमाप्तिसकामेन कर्तव्यो हि विधिः स्वयं स्नातो नित्यक्रियां कृत्वा प्राश्यपादोदकं हरेः पुस्तकं च गुरुं चैव पूजयित्वोपचारतः ब्रूयाद्वा शृणुयाद्वापि श्रीमद्भागवतं मुदा पयसा वा हविष्येण मौनं भोजनमाचरेत् ब्रह्मचर्यमतः सुप्तिं क्रोधलोभादिवर्जनं कथान्ते कीर्तनं नित्यं समाप्तौ जागरं चरेत् ब्राह्मणान् भोजयित्वा तु दक्षिणाभिः प्रतोषयेत् गुरवे वस्त्रभूषादि दत्त्वा गां च समर्पयेत् एवं कृते विधाने तु लभते वाञ्छितं फलं दारागारसुतान् राज्यं धनादि च यदीप्सितं परं तु शोभते नात्र सकामत्वं विडम्बनं कृष्णप्राप्तिकरं शश्वत प्रेमानन्दफलप्रदं श्रीमद्भागवतं शास्त्रं कलौ तीरेण भाषितं कृष्णप्राप्तिकरं शश्वत प्रेमानन्दफलप्रदं श्रीमद्भागवतं शास्त्रं कलौ कीरेण भाषितम् इति श्रीस्कान्दे महापुराणे एकाशीतिसाहस्र्यां संहितायां द्वितीये वैष्णवखण्डे श्रीमद्भागवतमाहात्म्ये भागवत श्रोतृ वक्तृ लक्षण श्रवण विधि निरूपणं नाम चतुर्थोऽध्यायः समाप्तमिदं श्रीमद् भागवत माहात्म्यं। हरि ओम तत्सत्। ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। श्रीकृष्ण चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। This way we have completed even the chanting of the 4 chapters of the Mahatmya of Bhagavata as given in Skanda Purana, which we will definitely study once our study of Bhagavatam concludes. Thank you. ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं, यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः, अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चद कर्हिचिद। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः। मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ अष्टाविंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। Saluting all Bhagavatacharyas, Bhagavata Bhaktas, Bhagavata Avataras, Sri Krishna Paramatma, Sri Mahavishnu, Sri Parabrahma Tattva, Shruti Mata, Veda Vyasa. Saluting our own Guru Parampara, the Guru Tattva. All of you must be enjoying this Navaratras, the second day today. Before we enter into our Bhagavata Dhenam, we are doing before some chantings towards the end also. Because the subject being heavy, whole thing cannot be given in every day. Too big, it becomes heavy and our intellects may refute it or may reject it. Keeping that in mind, little saram or little the contemplation we are doing every day. It can be done in one day also, all exhaustively. But details cannot be completed, so too it becomes too unbearable, ununderstandable to our small little intellects. So that is why, without missing the essence, without missing rasasvadana, without allowing the heaviness or boredom to enter, we are trying to study. So before we study, the two simple thoughts are what? It is said in Bhagavatam in more than 3-4 places. Having obtained such a beautiful Manava Janma, Adhyatmika Shastras, and in that such a beautiful sadhanas, which are the givers of the mukti, and yet if our hearts are not melting, if our ego is not getting sublimated, if our buddhi is not getting convinced, if our mind is not becoming emotional and single pointed, if our dehendriya pranas are not working towards this mukti giving adhyatmika jivana and sadhana, we are equivalent to Pashu only. So it was said, Vina Pashu Gunat. In the Mahatmya or in the first and second skandha, it is clearly said ki such a Brahmajnana giving Shastra and Mukti giving Brahmajnana, then this beautiful Upasana or Bhakti sadhanas which give us the Darshana Paramatma and Anubhutis of all the Divya Loka, not following this Adhyatmik Jivana Shaili, just living our life absolutely raw worldly, is Pashugnata. He is a Pashu and Pashu killer Chandala only. Bhavavsharad Shrotra Manobhiramat. This which is Aushadhi for Bhavasagara, Bhavaroga, and Shrotra Mana Abhirama, which right from the ear up to the heart gives the beautiful joy. Kauttama Shloka Gunanuvadad Puman Virajeta Vina Pashugnatu. Only a Pashu and Pashugna who does the Virajya from this Uttama Shloka Guna. Uttama Shloka Guna means that Bhagavatadi Shastra which describe to us the glory of Bhagavan, which tell us the transcendental form of Bhagavan, which tell us the joy of that, which inspire us to do that sadhana, that Uttama Shloka Guna Anuvadanam, the one who doesn't listen to it, doesn't have the interest, and he keeps it away, he is only Pashu Samana. In Bhagavad Gita Mahatmyam also it is said, in that 72nd mantra, again in Padma Purana, ki who those who get a chance of listening Bhagavad Gita, yet are denying that study of Gita and indulging only in the Vishayas, they will get hundreds and of thousands of lives, the birth of the sewer only, the swine, the pig. Because the pig, next to that temple, there is a dirty, filthy thing is there, and in the temple, some Bhagavad Gita, Bhajan Kirtana is going on. This pig is not interested in that. It is interested only in rolling in that mud pool. Same is this person who is rolling in the mud pool of the worldliness. Even though Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavata, listening, blessings, opportunity is there. So the swine also doing same thing. Then why should he be given human life when he is doing the same thing? Therefore, aneka bhavam sukhara janma yonim prapnavati. That is what is said in Gita. In Gita Mahatmya, you can see. Now these are true also. This is how we, by degrading the important opportunities given to us, we only degrade ourselves. You and I will not do it now. Somehow, from this terrible samsara of the mind, terrible samsara of the prarabdha, terrible samsara of the outside, we are able to come out of it and enter into this liberation giving nava of the Adhyatmika sadhana and jivanam. Should we again jump back into the ocean? From the saving boat, we have to think. Because unless these commitments are there, again in future, when the conveniences are less, problems are more, we may get tempted or we may get troubled by that and may jump back into the samsara. And anything other than Paramatma indicating Adhyatma Shastra, any other Shastra, Adhenam, any other so-called sadhana, all are samsara only. Keep that also in mind. Where Paramatma Tattva is proved, where we are inspired to reach out to that Paramatma Tattva through Bhakti and Jnanam, that alone Sat Shastra, he alone is Sat Guru, that alone is Sat Sangha, that alone is Sat Sadhana. Everything else again is not going to liberate. It may give temporary pleasures or sukhas. Small pleasure sukha, it will give like the life of a Brahmadeva. It is some millions of years he lives, but that also is small. One day even that will end. This is one thought for the day. Second is what? See the glory of our Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. Where we are born, we don't know of which life's punya, which has got so many devatas to worship, so many worship paddhatis, so many of the festivals, so many of the shastras, so many of the rishi munis, so many of the avataras. Every day it is a beautiful festival. See, these. Nana, mute chesko first. First, mute yourself. Mm. Mm. Before entering only, there is an option to mute. First mute and then you enter. Even those 4 seconds, not only a question of time, but also a distraction. Again, I have to come back to that mood and thought. Mm. what we are talking. Our great, see, this is the Vignam. Great, grand, glorious Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. Which are the other religions have all that? Which are the other traditions have? Every day is a festival. How many devatas? How many puja paddhatis? How many avatars? And see these Navaratras. In Tirupati, there are Brahmotsavas going on. In every of the temples of the Mother, what a beautiful Navaratri Utsavas are going on. In that Uttara Bharat, if you go in every place, take it Kolkata, take it Gujarat, in Maharashtra, अपने अपने तरीके से क्या बढ़िया सा all these festivities are going on. Even though these people have not studied Vedanta and Tattva Chintana, वो तो बाद में होगा, but in their own simple innocent minds, as guided by their parents or traditions, seen from them, what a beautiful things we the Hindus alone have. Therefore, be a Hindu, true Hindu, promote Hinduism, see to it that nobody misses the glory of Hinduism and get unnecessarily going here and there. And inspire even others also for them to pray that at least in next life they are born as Hindus. What an amount of colossal thing. Look into the world and all other places. एक दो तीन चार उतना ही है उनके पास. हमारे यहाँ हजारों. One guru they hold and लटकाते रहते हैं. See how many rishis munis we have. One pustakam, that also how many mistakes are there that they don't correct it. How many shastras we have. Not even one God they have even to look at. ऊपर देखते ही रहते हो लोग. We have what a beautiful every variety of Bhagavan. You have the most beautiful Lord Krishna to भगवान गणपति हनुमान जी. अब बताओ क्या है कितना चाहिए. You can do upasana, you can do japa, you can do puja, you can do yajna, you can do bhajanam, you can do kirtanam, you can do katha shravanam, you can do meditation, you can do atma chintanam. कहाँ है बताओ इतना. कभी कभी ना हमें सेंसिटिव होकर एक खुद जितने भी जन्म मिले मुक्ति मिले तक हिंदू ही बनकर जन्म लेना. दूसरा, promote this and teach this to all the youth and youngsters. Not only they become proud of our Hinduism, they become the beacon lights or the custodians or supporters of Hindu Sanatana Dharma by practice and teaching in such a way. All others also get inspired and they all come back to their basic original roots. For every religion in the world, the basic and root is our own Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. There is no doubt. If this way, if you don't take initiative and allow everybody to trouble our dharma, again the dharma glani happens. कुछ भी हो जाए हमारे सनातन धर्म का हमें रक्षा करनी है. प्रैक्टिस करते हुए, प्रीच करते हुए, anybody talking nonsense about it, they have to be taken to the task. They have to be shown the thing. Whoever they may be, डरो मत. In this way, both the things. Getting the opportunity of studying Shastra and knowing the truth, if we are not trying for that, we are wasting our lives. So too, having born in such a dharma, know the glory of it, be a supporter by practice and preaching, and enjoy being a Sanatana Dharmi. Today, when I was seeing everywhere the pujas happening, itna I was feeling proud. Thank God, Sanatana Dharma mein janam liya. How great, how grand, how glorious it is. None can come even to an iota of near to this dharma. Everybody, even they know. Out of fanaticism, bechare, they don't agree. And we don't understand because we have not given time and importance or value to study, to know what are given in our dharma. And you and I, the few couple of you, 10 of you, every day listening Upanishad, Viduraniti, this Bhagavatam, Adhyatma, Ramayanam, Sahasranama. Now you see, it's only a part of it. With our small buddhi, in a given small period of time, only a drop of ocean we are able to study. That is the glory of Haindava Sanatana Dharma. And big English books of all Western philosophy on people study. Whenever I study those books or listen in that ना, आंखों में पानी आते हैं मुझे. ये सब तो जो भी कह रहे हैं तो बच्चा लोग है. Thousands of higher, greater, grand, glorious is there in our own Hindu Shastras. Without studying these things, reading one or two books of others, and they think that philosophy is great. I feel so bad. The Bhashyas of Shankara, the Vartikas of the Sureshwar, the Tikas, the original Sutras, the Vyasa Rachanas, what a colossal knowledge it is there. Is there anything which is not there in Mahabharata and is there somewhere else? What philosophy is what you are talking? Everything is there in Hindu Shastras. We have gone away from it. Very painful. Again, when we are reading our Shastra daily in this way, are we not understanding its glory? Then is it not our responsibility to do the Shastra Rakshanam, Dharma Rakshanam, both by listening, practicing, and going on preaching? That is why Swadhyaya Pravachanacha, Swadhyaya Pravachanacha, Swadhyaya Pravachanacha. That's what. Pravachana means either you give Pravachanam or make arrangements for those who can do Pravachanam. Yeah, this is going on. You do just do prachar, let more people know about this great shastras of ours. And for one unfortunate thing, I am not an entertainer. I am not a blasphemous, what do you say? The Atishayokti ये सब करना नहीं आता. We study Shastra, what is there to the best of our intellectual ability, whatever we are understood, convinced that we convey. In this, there is no show. In there is no pomp and posh and all sentiments are to nothing doing. And that is the right way, highest way. Vyasa Bhagavan did like that, Shankara Bhagavan did like that, Gurudev did like that, we do like that only. We speak the truth. Those who have that ability to understand truth, they have the ability to understand. Others, what can we do? Myself, I am saying. You people can do. Let us listen to Bhagavata. Give incentives to people to come and listen. And any tattva chintanam, tattvam, after long listening only, you get the understanding, then conviction. That much patience, so inevitably you have to have. Not that दो तीन क्लास आ गए सब पढ़ा दिया हमने सुन लिया समझ गए. It is not a cinema. It is not a simple story. It's a story of Paramatma. It's a story of human life. It's a story of discussion of bondage and liberation. It takes a lot of time to inform, to make understand, to make convinced, to make take initiative, to make them continue, to reach out. It is in a continuous process. You can't tell me हम एक दिन में बता दो हमको कन्विंस कर दो. हम नहीं कर सकते. आप कन्विंस होने तक आते रहना. हम ऐसे ही किए, पढ़ते गए, आप कन्विंस हो गए. That is another thing is there. Consistent for you and me, 2 साल 2.5 साल बिना रुके सुन रहे, अभी थोड़ा कन्विक्शन जागृति हो रहा है. Is it not? That we are feeling that blessedness of knowing the truth, knowing the means to know the truth and all. अभी भी नहीं दिमाग चल रहा है मतलब यू आर स्टिल चाइल्डिश. अभी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा आपको. फिर भी क्या है, ग्रो हो जाओ रेगुलर और आते हुए. Some will understand in 1 year, some in 2 years, some in 3, some in 4. When people like me understand in 10 lives. That also after speaking. We are very slow understanding people. Anyway, having said these two things, that thank God, give me Dharma again and again in Sanatana Dharma, empower me to do Seva to Sanatana Dharma. So too, may I recognize the glory of this Adhyatmika Jivanam, may I do all sadhana and reach out to you. May I not go away from the listening of Bhagavatadi and all and prove myself to be a Pashu or Chandala. कौत्तम श्लोक गुणानुवादात् पुमान विरज्येत विना पशुघ्नात् भवौषधात् श्रोत्र मनोभिरामात्. The first line I am not remembering. भवौषधात् श्रोत्र मनोभिरामात् कौत्तम श्लोक गुणाभिरामात् पुमान विरज्येत विना पशुघ्नात्. That is a beauty. Yeah. Now come to the 28th chapter of 11th Skandha. Yesterday we have seen these 2-3 shlokas. Just I will summarize because each shloka's meaning is so important as regard the understanding and sadhana is concerned. If we miss it, we have missed the essence only. If we caught it, we got the essence. That's why the importance of it. Therefore, we can repeatedly study it. For the reason of we have to have the clarity of it, second is There is nothing greater than this to understand. All else are only to strengthen this understanding, add to this understanding. Main is this only. Therefore, nothing harm in repeatedly listening. We are seeing the mantra 31. How this Atmajnani, how he Brahmajnani, who through all sadhanas, through the Anvaya Vyatireka, see the Anvaya Vyatireka and Adavantesh Ennasti will give intellectual conviction about the Paramatma alone is real. Everything else, Rupanama, is superimposed on it. That real Paramatma on the seat of meditation, actually, we ourselves have to experience really by transcending all those Rupanamadi which are superimposed on the Paramatma, which we have understood that they are superimposed. परमात्मा है, वही सत्य है, उनके अलावा कुछ नहीं है, उनके ऊपर ही all the रूपनामा are superimposed. They are not real. Theoretically understood. Same thing you have to do practically. When the Rupanama are unreal, mithya, therefore devalue them and eject out of them. And the Sadvastu, which is their Paramatma Sachidananda, you experience it on the seat of meditation. Such person, when he experiences it, which alone is mukti, theory will not give mukti. How he is while he is in the world. So beautiful slokas do these 2, 3, 4. 31 is Tishtantamaseenamutavrajantam Shayanamukshantamadantamannam Svabhavam anyat kimapihamanam Atmanam atmastamatirna veda. Atmasthamatihi na veda means what? The one who has established in his identity in the pure self. Na veda, he never becomes aware of anything other than his awareness, his self. That means what? In his presence, all these upadhis may be behaving in this or that way, be attentive. He neither becomes the karta of those karmas, nor those karmas are belonging to him. याद रखना फिर से, he neither becomes the karta, nor he becomes the identifier with the upadhi, nor he becomes aware of whatever that is happening through the upadhi. In our life, I am the karta. I am using the upadhis. Through that, I am doing the karma in the world of names and forms. This is our Ajnana Jiva Dasha. In the Atma Anubhava Dasha, he is not aware of the karta, not aware of the upadhis, nor aware of the actions of the upadhi and its outcome in the creation or modification of any rupanama. So much he is in pure awareness. He is in awareness. And all these appear to be happening. And it appears that he is doing all of them for you and I who are the onlookers. From our side, we feel that he is doing, but he is in pure awareness. That is the highest stage. Like Bhagavan Surya. He is in pure light. In his presence, these things may be happening. He is not aware, and he is neither the karta of giving that light to them, nor he is the karta of anybody, anything they are doing with the light taken, nor he is the bhokta of the karma phala. Here the Surya Kirana, Surya Rashmi has not become karta, means the ego in us. And the people in the light of Surya are doing this, and that is our own upadhis working. So in Bhagavan Surya, he is a light Swarupa. Clear? That Swarupa of the light, the Chaitanya Atma, never became Karta, nor identified the Upadhis, nor he did anything, nor subject to the Karma Phala. He is in pure awareness. To the onlooker, it appears he is doing. Is it not? And we definitely in the world also, to every of the animal, trees and rains, all, we give the kartrutva to them. They are naturally happening, but we give kartrutva. लाइक है ना, तूफान ने सबको तबाह किया, हम करते हैं. You understand? We give the kartrutva to the tufan, that unhone, tufan ne, whatever the shores are there, buildings, towns, it has destroyed. We give kartrutva to tufan. Tufan kya hai? It's a phenomena, a depression in the ocean. To compensate that, with the winds and rain, it lashes on the earth. It is time immemorial, it is going on. These human beings are there building construction which are the shore, obviously they have to be destroyed by them. He is not the doer. तूफान is not the doer. Like समुद्र ने इस जहाज को निगल लिया, समुद्र थोड़ी करता है वो, है ना. बारिश ने इतना तबाह मचा डाला. We all talk. You give the कर्तृत्व to the बारिश. He doesn't do. भूकंप ने इतने लोगों को मारा. This language we use. Bhukampa did not kill. Bhukampa came. At that time, people were there. Obviously, they were killed. Is it not? Like सांप ने काटा, we say. सांप doesn't काटो. It is in its own safety. अपने को रक्षा करने के लिए नेचुरली उसको दो दिया गया है, उसने वो किया. बट वी से इसने काटा, सांप ने काटा. एंड वी टॉक टू द मच्छर आल्सो. तो मेरा ही खून क्यों पीता है, जाके स्वामी जी का पी ले. उसको ऐसा नहीं है कर्तृत्व. इट हैज टू बी अलाइव. फॉर दैट इट नीड ब्लड. समथिंग इट सीज एंड गोज एंड टेक्स. Is it not? To every, even the natural phenomena, we give the kartrutva. Is it not? Current gaya. Current jata nahi, aata nahi. It is not a karta or a karta bhokta. It is a supply disconnected. A phenomena happened. एक शॉक लग के 3 लोग मर गए. अब बिजली ने नहीं मारा उसको. It is naturally it's going on. In the same way, the Atmagnani in his presence, things may happen which we impose on him, that is the doer. From his side, he is not even aware. So, one example is given in this shloka. Tishthantam, standing. Asinam, seated. Uta, vrajantam, is walking. Walking includes any of the vakaran. जो भी है. Shayanam, he is lying down. Ukshantam, he is spitting out, urination, whatever it may be. Then Adantam Annam, he is eating the food, etc. When these are happening, ध्यान से सुनना. Atmastamatihi, the one who is established in the self, Naveda, he is not even aware of them. And what are things he is not aware of? He Anyat Swabhavam Atmanam Ihamanam Kimapi. Anyat Atmanam Swabhavam Kimapi Ihamanam. An individuality identified with the upadhi, doing all this. So, which is the case in you and I, who have not recognized the self, is not aware of it. Now, we try to catch. What I am repeatedly saying is, this is how a jnani. He is talking, we say. He doesn't talk. He is in pure awareness. In his presence, to the listeners, the response is coming in the form of speech. The best example of that is the teacher of this Bhagavata Purana, Sri Shukadev himself. See, when his father was Putra, Putra, shouting, he did not listen anything. He is in Brahma Anubhava only. Then the trees, which have little of individuality, this Shukadeva doesn't have even that individuality. He is identified with the total Brahma Tattva, in which there are no upadhis, indriyas, ahankara. इसलिए कौन बुला रहा है, किसको बुला रहा है, क्यों बुला रहा है, he was not aware of it. But the trees have a little bit. Then they replied, Taravaha Vinedu, Tam Sarvabhuta Hrudayam Munim Natosmi. Just like when you are fully engrossed in one activity like TV, you are not aware of other things. Now engrossed in the subtlemost Paramatma Tattva, in which there is no world superimposed, etc. Then how can he become aware of anything other than himself. That is the subtle meaning of it. Swabhavam anyat swabhavam kimapi anyat swabhavam ihamanam anyat swabhavam atmanam. Atmastamati na Veda. Atma means here doer, the ego. Swabhava means using the upadhis. Ihmana means doing something. Anyat means some other individuality as known by him in his awareness, he doesn't see. Therefore, if he is not doing, seeing, becoming aware of the doer only, then how can he be aware of the doing? Then how can he be responsible for the doing and subjected for the result of the doing? That is what he is. Then try to imagine, feel that he is always in the pure awareness. That he will be told in a little form in the Markandeya Charitra, which will come in the 12th Skandha. All alone he was there. Only that Pralaya Jaladhi is there. Other than he is nobody. So too, in the awareness of Paramatma Anubhava, Jivan Mukta, everything is Satchidananda, everything is aware. He himself is not a individuality, nor there any Karana Karya, nor there any Upadhis. Then how can there be perceptions, etc., which are received by the Upadhis? Therefore, here when we say Tishtantam, Asinam, Rajantam, Shayanam is of himself also, his own Dehadi, of anybody else also. You understand? Like in the Atmagnani के सामने कोई चल रहा है, बैठ रहा है, दौड़ रहा है. He will not see an individual who is chilling, biting, dowding. He is only visualizing consciousness, which is one without second. So here the Tishtanta Mityadi you can say for himself, you can say for others, you can say for the entire globe, entire universe. Whether the entire globe or the earth is standing in the space, moving in the space, lying down, anything, he will not even look at that. He is not aware. That it is this is his experience which reaffirms to us the earlier studied thought that in the pure awareness, it's only pure awareness. The infinite cosmoses with all their activities, modifications, which are because of the kalam, which are because of the maya, they are not at all there in him. What a highest stage, imagine karo. Atmastamati na Veda. Svabhavam anyad kimapi ihamanam atmanam. Anyad svabhavam kimapi ihamanam atmanam. Other than his own pure self, another individuality who is limited, who is other than awareness, as if conditioned by the upadhi, becoming karta bhokta through upadhis, such one is not even aware. Including Ishvara also. He is not aware of an Ishvara who is a Karta of the entire universe, maintainer of the universe, dissolver of the universe. तो यूनिवर्स के कर्ता धरता एंड उस कर्ता धरता के हाथ में बनने बिगड़ने वाला यूनिवर्स even that also is not aware. We are in the pure awareness. Other than that, there is no Ishvara with his Maya who later on creates this entire world, which are the explanations for us to reach the self from where we are as a Jiva Karta Bhakta. I know it is tough for you to catch, but I am sure you being sincere, you are trying to listen. In that effort only, if not today, some other day you will understand. That is the greatness of him. Swabhavam anyat kimapi ihamanam atmanam. Atmastamati naveda. Atmastamati means the one who is established in the self. Naveda is not aware of. What is that? Anyat swabhavam atmanam. Atmanam is an individuality. Swabhavam means upadhis. Ihamanam is doing something. Kimapi means even an iota. What is iota? Which are said above. Tishtantam asinam, prajantam, shayanam, mukshantam, vadantam, annam. Then how come all of them are happening? That's the beauty, In his presence it is happening. He is not the doer. Not even is aware. We say electricity is making all the bulbs, lamps glow and move. He is in his own aware electricity और रहता है बस. वो नहीं करा रहा है उसको. ना ये देख रहे हैं. Electricity is not jumping in joy when the fan is moving or the bulb is glowing. Naveda. Electricity doesn't even know. That is why instead of a bulb, if you put your finger, it doesn't say यार ये बल्ब की जगह बंदा ने अपने उंगली लगाया, चलो मैं उसको शॉक ना दूं. ऐसा नहीं सोचता हो. लग ही जाता है. Is it not? A saint has put the hand. It now say अरे साधु संतों को बिजली कैसे देवे. It is not aware कि साधु है असाधु है, ये करोड़पति है कि रोडपति है. What it means, the electricity is in its presence. It is not doing becoming a doer. The equipments are working. If that example is understandable, so to the Atma Jnani. All the upadhis function. He is not the doer. There is no doer at all there in that. Yet it all does in his presence. Try to catch. That is the meaning of word adhyaksha. Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. And what is that prakriti which suyate? Prakriti is an answer for all the things which you are seeing that they are happening. That's only. Otherwise, there is no prakriti, there is nothing happening. Only Paramatma is there. Like how the water became wave. It is in the nature of the water that it becomes wave. You are seeing the wave something other than water. So to satisfy you, we say it is the nature of water. Otherwise, there is nothing called as wave or anything. What is there is water only. जब हम जगत को कार्य रूप में देखते हैं, हम उनको कारण को बताना पड़ता है. Then the कारण is the prakriti. And that prakriti is Bhagavan's Shakti only. Because it cannot be independent of Paramatma. In this way, that discussion is very deep. Again and again we have to do those discussions. Then only what is Parabrahma Tattva, what is Maya, what is Ishvara, what is Srishti Laya, what is Jiva Bhava, what is Bandhanam, these things start becoming clear. एक बार ये clear होते ना, जन्म जन्म का बंधन फाट हो गया. Like एक बार if I understand that Satyamada Dharmamchara is only most beautiful, dignified life as a human being, marked for evolution. If I am once convinced, हो गया कि नहीं जिंदगी भर के लिए प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व. Is it not? Whatever for my life sustenance, whatever for my sadhana, I have to work harder. Uttareda atmanatmanam. If this one thing clicks, life is taken care. I don't depend on others. I don't remain as lazy because I understood the principle. ये चीजें एक बार समझने के होते हैं, पकड़ने के होते हैं, उसके बाद जिंदगी भर वो हमको मदद करते रहते. This knowledge also, though tough, comes to us after a long time, but it is the once for all solution of all the illusions, delusions, confusions. Oh yeah. No, in our drushti, if we say that no, actually he's responding, I just did abused him, he gave me one slap. Or I gave him some good gift, he thanked me and appreciated, even said, yeah, I love this so much, I was looking for it, you brought it for me, really thankful to you. We see a Mahatma responding in both these ways, like cursing and blessing. So when he's cursing or blessing, it's an action. An action can be done only by an actor, only through the upadhi. Therefore, he is aided by the upadhi and all that, no? So how do you answer it? When you have said in the above sloka, Atmastamati Naveda. We agreed, theoretically. But practically we see, Durvasa gives the Shrapa and the other Rishi gives the Anugraha. Are they not Brahmagnani? If they are Brahmagnani, how them the Kartrutva in them? If the Kartrutva is there, then he is a Jiva. Then all these things which you said earlier, not applicable. Same was the question in the beginning of this chapter and earlier chapter also by Uddhavji. To that, this is the answer 32. Yadisma pashyatya sadindriyartham nananumanena viruddhamanyat namanyate vastutaya manishi sapnam yathottaya tirodadhanam यदि स्वपश्यत्य सदिन्द्रियार्थं नानानुमानेन विरुद्धमन्यतो न मन्यते वस्तुतया मनीषी स्वाप्नं यथोत्थाय तिरोदधानम्. These slokas given by Lord Krishna with few words, so much pregnant they are in meaning, so much detailed they are in meaning, so much deep they are in meaning. They are the higher philosophies, higher darshanas, highest knowledges or highest truths. Unless we go into that level, we can't catch, grasp, understand. So I'll tell one by one word, little only. Yadi sma pashyati. Yadi, if at all, pashyati, if he sees. What? Asattu, indriya artham. That which was proved theoretical as asat. What is that? Indriya and indriya artham. He is seeing the objects and he is using the faculties to see the objects. Like I gave him a sweet. It is indriyartham. He ate it. It was so tasty. He said it's very good. If he has said very good means he tasted it. He tasted means he became aware of the object. And taste cannot be done with nose or ears. It should be the tongue only. That means he used the indriya. So theoretically he said asat indriya. Theoretically he said asat indriya artha. Pashet. He has tasted. And two, because you asked him kaisa tha, yeah, we thought you were asking only. He said, what a wonderful this sweet dish I never ate anywhere. First time I am eating. He'll say, like when we go to the first time places, they give some nice things, the best in that dishes. When I go to Rajasthan, when we went there, Gujarat, when I went to Tripura there, Assam, वहाँ का कुछ dish खाया. Totally different from here, but very good. So to taste it, I must have tongue. After tasting, if it is good, I said means I am aware of the object. So pashyati asat indriya asat indriyartham. Asat theoretically. But he has seen the object because for that he has used the indriyas. What is the answer for you that? He says, these are the 3-4 things. Nana anumanena viruddham anyat. Therefore, vastutaya na manyate. Main sentence is this: Vastutaya namanyate. You will not accept it as Vastava or reality. Even though he has responded to the sweet and says it is good, and that's possible only when he uses the tongue. To the tongue is the Karta of the eating and Bhokta of the eating also. Karta of the eating is he put that sweet in the mouth. Bhokta is when he said it is very tasty. तो ज्ञानेन्द्रिय का काम किया टंग ने, कर्मेंद्रिय का भी काम कर दिया. And any action when you have to do through indriyas, the doer must be there as an individual. In fact, the mana buddhi also has to be say there. Then only that emotion of joy is expressing, and intellectually is analyzing and saying, "ऐसे वाला मैंने कभी खाया ही नहीं." That means what? It appears that all upadhis have worked and is full of at the senses level, and he has enjoyed the object, and then even asked the second sweet. दो पैक करके भी दे दो उन्होंने कहा. Then what's the difference between him and me? He also behaving like me. Is it not? For that is the answer. The main answer is this. The explanations are before that. The main answer is what? Vastutaya na manyate. He will not take them as real. सत रूप में वस्तु रूप में न लेते. क्यों? Immediately his earlier studied Shastra, his contemplation in the experience of the self, in the experience of the self, other than self, everything is unreal. He traces back to that knowledge. Therefore, he goes through all that, but never gives it the importance as it is reality or value. Like you and I also do every day. Watch the movie, but we know it is not real. We enjoy it. But na vastutaya manyate. Is it not? Some of the things, children think it is very real, but हमको पता है ये सब नौटंकी हो रहा है. लेकिन you have love lots inside, but you scold outside the child. The scolding he takes as real, but you know it is na vastutaya. You have not scolded him, you only loved. दोनों एग्जाम्पल बता दिए ना. Now the reasons बता रहे. What is that? कि अनुमानेना means with all the logics which he went on using yuktiya, जो कितने जन्म से कर करके पूरे अनात्मा से आत्मा में आ गए. The logic based on the Shastra giving conviction. With the conviction, sat on the seat of meditation. On the seat of meditation, he transcended every upadhi. Then he reached to the Atma. Having reached there, when he looked back, other than the Atma, nothing was there. Therefore, anyat means Atmanaha anyat. Other than the self, viruddham means which is of contrary nature to the Atma. Atma is Sachidananda. Anything other than Atma is Asat Chitananda. So, anyat means other than the Atma, viruddham, which is of the contrary nature. Anumanena, through all the logics, that nana of seeing the object, using the indriya, tasting the sweet, telling that person who gave that sweet, the host, that it is very good, they are all called nana. All this nana को अनुमान प्रमाण के द्वारा आत्मा के अन्य विरुद्ध कोई हो ही नहीं सकता. इस ज्ञान के बल से what he does, न मन्यते वस्तुतया, he will know that it is not real, he will not take it as real, even though he sees it. So for him, like again the same example, did he become karta? In the Atma, karta is not there. Therefore, he will reject the karta. Has he used his tongue, the instrument, and also the mind in before that? He used, but he will not forget that they are all not real. Self alone is real. Did he take that sweet piece with the hand or spoon or fork, whatever? Yeah. Kept it in the mouth or not? Yeah. Yet, his logic so powerful, in and through these instruments, in and through their functioning, what is permeating, percolating through Anvaya is Paramatma only. So too through Vyatireka, Paramatma alone. What is there, therefore, is Paramatma only. Therefore, anything other than Paramatma, which is Viruddham, through this Anumana, what are the Nana Sina? Na Vastutaya Pashyeta Manyate. He will not give reality to it. The host, he thanks, but doesn't give reality. He gives compliment to the host for giving such a good dish, but he will not give value to the complimentation. The taste was good, but yet it is not real. The tongue tasted it, still it is not real. He will not say vastutaya. रियल नहीं है. वो बोलेंगे भी अच्छा था क्या समझ, रियली आई एम ईटिंग फर्स्ट टाइम, रियली इट इज वेरी गुड. For saying sake, he will say, but heart in heart, he knows other than self, nothing is real. Because in that Anumana, means study of Shastra, contemplation for lives and lives has made him so sublime, so refined, so subtle, that the subtle core of Paramatma, which is never modified, never changed, he is in the identity and awareness of that alone, in which there is no influence of any Kala Desha Adi, क्योंकि Kala Desh उसको touch नहीं करते. Therefore, from that standpoint, nothing is there, nothing is real. No, if these Vedanta are not understood, no, otherwise अब ज्ञानी भी हमारे तरह भोजन कर रहा है. Therefore, ज्ञानी की तरह हम ज्ञानी तो नहीं बनेंगे, लेकिन उनकी तरह हम भी भोजन करेंगे. आधा ज्ञानी बन गए, इस तरह से हम होते हैं. ज्ञानी भी है और जेल में भी है और सिंह भी कहते हैं और पूरे देश के प्रेसिडेंट बनेंगे वो. Half. Jnani is also enjoying the things of world. In him, मेरे में उनमें फर्क इतना ही है. बस वो ज्ञानी बने, मैं नहीं बना हूं, बट अदरवाइज आधा मैं भी उनकी तरह हूं. He is enjoying or we are enjoying. No. वस्तुतया न मन्यते, वस्तुतया न मन्यते. Vastuta. Therefore, all the study of Shastra, deep inquiries, will make us discover the self alone is the reality or the Vastu. Anything other than is avastava, unreal. Gold is Vastu. He will wear the ornament. If he give a necklace, he'll put it and all. Yes, it not. Then he will not take it as real. Gold alone is real. What a very sublime thought it is. Again, still it's not over, it's not complete. We have to repeatedly listen, stop there, ponder, deeply ponder, shake our heads, remove all the cobwebs, remove all the rajoguna, suspicions, doubts, and then in the deep contemplation, we know it. हो जाता है वो समझ बात सडनली हो जाता है यू डोंट नो व्हेन विल इट हैपन इट इज अगेन मदर्स ग्रेस जगन माता दिस गुरु कृपा एंड परमात्मा कृपा with what understanding I am telling you I myself did not understand it 10 years back that time also I told but now it is different the understanding these 10 years gave that maturity to understand what is said here and say what he is saying with understanding. And this you will understand when you into that state of maturity if you are there. Right now, if you are there, it is clear to you. Again, I am repeating. Paramatma need not do anything. In his presence, things can happen. No, in happening cannot happen without the doer. Therefore, the doer is Maya. Maya cannot be independent of Paramatma. Therefore, in the presence of Paramatma, his own undividable Maya Shakti is making all these appear, not happen. Appear to exist, appear to happen. So there is no really like Sushti nahi hua. It is only world is not a creation. World is an appearance. And there is no dissolution of the world, only disappearance. That's subtlety. Like the tree created the bud. No, the bud appeared. Flower appeared. Then flower got destroyed. No, it disappeared. That's the difference between creation, destruction, appearance and disappearance. This is what in Mandukya Upanishad, how powerfully in the Ajatavada or Karikakara has explained to us without telling from himself anything, taking the reference of both Nyaya Vaisheshika and Sankhya's philosophy. What did the Sankhyan say? From something existing, the world came. How the Nyayas, Vaisheshikas refuted it? यार ऑलरेडी कोई चीज है तो उससे कैसा कुछ निकलेगा then what is the Nyaya Vaishika said? The world came into manifestation from nothing. How the Sankyans refuted it? From nothing, how can something can come? Clear? So from something, something cannot come. From nothing, something cannot come. Therefore, what is the common thing? Something cannot come. From nothing, something cannot come. From something, because already existing, no, something cannot come. So दोनों में common क्या है? Something cannot come. What is the meaning of something cannot come? The creation is not there. Then what it is? If it is not creation, but it is still seen, it is called as appearance. Like the chair is not created out of plastic. Chair is an appearance on plastic. How simple it is to understand. Plastic was always there. It is given a form and name you call as chair. His point was ajata. Nothing is born. When it is not born, then what is it is? Imagination. Then what is imagination? It is illusion. When it is illusion, not real. When it not real, you should not value. When you value, you suffer. Not knowing the rope, the reality, the imagination of snake you did and you gave value to the snake, then you suffered the fear. So too, not knowing Paramatma, you imagine the world, you gave value, reality to the world, you are suffering. And that Nidra is a beautiful intermediate stage where it proves that you have given to the world, the world is not there. When the world is not there, both gross, the Jagrat, the Swapna. Now, you are there, but you are happy also. And also you are happy. See that? If somebody thinks that in Nidra mein main mar jaunga, nobody will sleep. Everybody knows that he is in Nidra, definitely he is there, and also he will be very happy. इसलिए कुछ भी अपने जागृत को छोड़कर बंदे फाइनली निद्रा में जाना चाहते हैं. And in waking and dream, we try to be happy. In Nidra, we stop all the effort and be happy. In the same way, in the pure self, There's nothing but happiness. In that, the world is imagined, it is given reality, and then continuous struggle is happening to find happiness in that. How can you find happiness in imaginary world? If at all you find it is imaginary only. दैट्स फॉर वीर ऑल इन इमेजिनरी वर्ल्ड घूम रहे हैं। कोई पैसे में खुशियाँ देखता है, उसको लगता है पैसे मिले तो खुशी, दूसरा पैसा उड़ा रहा है, उसको उसमें खुशी है। कोई को शादी में खुशी है, कोई तलाक ले रहा है। क्या-क्या हो रहा है? You know, biggest cartoon, even asylum you can call, is entire world of pseudo-intelligent people doing everything, gaining nothing and still trying for something. कोई राजा बन रहा है, कोई पद को छोड़ रहा है। इज इट नॉट? कि क्या क्या विचित्र यू सी दी पॉलिटिक्स, एवरीथिंग यू सी। एक दिन दिल्ली में होता है, एक दिन गुजरात में होता है, एक दिन राजस्थान में होता है। क्या मजा आ रहा है। आई सी इट लिटिल ओनली टू एंजॉय ईश्वरस माया। Seeing all that, what confirmation comes to us? Don't trust, believe anything other than Paramatma. Everything you enjoy. Knowing it fully well that is not true. And in the untrue thing, good and bad is also imagination. यहाँ कोई ना गुड होता है ना कोई बैड होता है तो सब परमात्मा, परमात्मा के ऊपर गुड बैड सुपर इम्पोज होता है। It's all very, very peculiar. You know, when the knowledge becomes subtle and refined and logical and scriptural and authentic, even experiential through practice, you laugh at everything in the world. जितना संसार के काल में, अज्ञान के काल में फूट फूट कर टूट कर रोते हैं हम, द ज्ञान अवस्था में फूट फूट कर टूट कर जोड़ कर हम हंसते रहेंगे। I am the self, immutable and changing. I am the pure awareness. In this presence, the whole Nautanki is going to entertain with my permission. Raja gives permission. All the dancers, singers, instrumentalists, all, they just entertain you. And he just throws, le ye 50-100 baniya. He'll take and go. He is a Raja. So too, as a self, we are Raja. If not a self, as a jiva, you are a क्या है फिर then भोज राजा. Everything is भोज only. इन नाम के वास्ते राजा. This is the answer. न मन्यते वस्तुतया. That is called the lakshana of the manishi. Example was swapnam yatha utthaya tirodadhanam. When he wakes up from the swapnam and looks back and remember the swapnam, he will not take anything as real. स्वप्न मत देखना, स्वप्न को एनालाइज करके आत्मज्ञान में लिए जागृत होना है। भगवान gave स्वप्न एंड निद्रा only to help us to come out of the delusion of स्वप्न, enter into the आनंद of the निद्रा in the waking place. साधना कहाँ होता है? जागृत में। के लिए आलम्बन क्या है? स्वप्न और निद्रा का ज्ञान। व्हाट इज द ज्ञान? एवरीथिंग अपीयर इन स्वप्न बट अनरियल। एंड व्हाट इज द आत्मा निद्रा? You are blissful self. Waking world में everything seen is rejected like the dream. Once that is done, you will see your own self in bliss like निद्रा. निद्रा और स्वप्न भगवान हमको जागृत से जागृत होने के लिए देते हैं। जागृत अवस्था के संसार से आत्मज्ञान में जागृत होने के लिए। ओके, now come this 33rd mantra. Again very detailed it is. You can see now कितना मसाला एक एक श्लोक में है कि नहीं? लग नहीं रहा? मुझे तो लग रहा है। फिर आई डोंट नो, यू आर वाइज पीपल, यू मे नॉट फील इट सो। हम तो छोटे बच्चे हैं ना, सोच रहे हैं कि इसमें कुछ दम है बाबा इस श्लोकों में। इज इट अपीलिंग और नॉट? आई डोंट नो। आई एम तो फीलिंग इट, समथिंग डीपर, समथिंग सब्लाइम, food for the intellectual understanding, and that is so helpful to really feel the truth about what our Upanishads are saying, what the Rishis Munis are saying, and why then they said Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. जिसको हमने 1000 बार सुना उसका मतबल अब समझ में आ रहा है। मतलब क्या? पूर्वं गृहीतं गुणकर्म चित्रम् अज्ञानमात्मन्य विविक्तमंग nivartate tat punarekshayaiva na gruhyate napi visrujya atma purvam gruhitam gunakarma chitram ajnanam atmanya viviktamanga nivartate tat punarekshayaiva na gruhyate napi visrujya atma. What a beautiful shloka this is, but very deep, very sublime, very attentive. I have to be in choosing the examples and the words to convey. So equally, you have to be fully concentrating with the Shuddha Sattva Guna and Shraddha Bhakti while listening to catch it. It is so important. That's why Krishna addresses Uddhava as Anga. Anga means, oh my dear, oh part and parcel of me, oh an inseparable limb of me. Anga means, mere hi anga hua. Anga is a part which can never be separate from the total. Hey Anga, Priya, mera putra, is it not? When you feel that affinity, you can call even to any painting also, ye mera putra hai, mera, even kutte ko bhi aap keh sakte ho, because that affinity makes everything a part of you. फ्रेंड को भी कहते हो, ये मेरा जीवन का एक अंग है, हिस्सा है. ये अंग, what is the literal meaning? Before jnana, dawn of knowledge, that's what Puranam, gruhitam, that which was seen, accepted, taken as real. What is that? Guna, karma, chitra. The entire cinema, chitra is cinema, movie, cinema of guna and karma. And where from it has come? Ajnana. How it was taken as Atmani Aviviktam, as my own self. Because of the ignorance, whatever the guna karma chitra was projected, imagined, and taken as me. Atman Aviviktam means not taken as separate from me, means taken as myself. All that gunaha ikshaya, by the knowledge of the self, nivartate eva, is totally gone away. And what remains? Self. What is the self? Did it come when the world is rejected? No. Did it go away when the world is rejected? No. Is it not? Therefore, in the imagination of the world, the self never disappeared. In the disappearance of the world, the self never appeared. It was always there. ना वो हमको छोड़ सकते इसको, ना हम उसको पकड़ सकते. That's why न गृह्यते न विसृज्य आत्मा. Means what? You are never away from the self. Nor you have to become the self as if you are always. Such jnani, he will never give reality to all that, which he gave reality, not only reality, he identified with them. And both the projected world the projected world given as reality, the reality given world is identified with Aha and Mama. All that happened only by one reason, called as Ajnana. That Ajnanam is only on the self. I told you million times, Ajnanam is not a positive substantial thing. Therefore, you can't do anything with Ajnanam. It is an absence of something. So when that something is known, it goes away. And that something is Jnanam. And naturally, Jnanam of the Atma. Because the Ajnanam of the Atma, all this was projected. With the Jnanam of Atma, all that is rejected. Ajnanam of the rope gave birth to the snake and all, birth or imagination projection. The moment the Jnanam of the rope came, every projection was dissolved. Really, did the snake born? No. Only imagine. Why? Rope is not seen as rope. When you see the rope as it is, like in the twilight time only, you take it as snake. Very daylight time, पक्का आंखों में दिख रहा है. कोई बेवकूफ नहीं होता जिसका आंख ठीक है, रोशनी पक्का है. He will say seeing the rope as a snake. It is only morning and evening twilight where the light fallen on the Object is not fully there, and you are also not fully aware. नींद में है, तो दिन भर काम करने का शाम को थकावट वाला नींद होता है ट्वाइलाइट में, अर्ली मॉर्निंग कल की नींद पूरा गया नहीं रात का. Therefore, he himself is not very alert in his mind intellect, and the light outside also not pakka. At that time only, the rope is not seen as rope, therefore it is taken as snake. पूरे अज्ञान में न रोप दिखेगा न उसके ऊपर स्नेक का प्रोजेक्शन. पूरा लाइट में ओनली यू विल सी इट एज रोप, देयर इज नो इमेजिनेशन. No projection of anything other than rope when it is light. In that semi-awareness only problem happens. This is a very crucial shloka. Tomorrow we will study it one. Thereafter 33 हो गए. ऐसे ब्यूटीफुल वाले अभी 10 श्लोक है, उसको हम अध्ययन करेंगे, और 1 या 2 या 3 दिन जितने भी लगे. And I'm sure with little of a repetition of what we studied yesterday, and then addition of your beautiful thoughts, we are becoming stronger in our understanding of this great, grand, glorious knowledge given in this super Shastra Bhagavata by none other than the Paripurna Avatara Lord Krishna, the Jagat Guru. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. This is how through Shastra Jnanam and Vicharana we have to sharpen our intellects to cut asunder the attachments to everything being given because of giving the value of reality to them. सत्यता के कारण बने हुए सारे राग द्वेष रूपी विष वृक्षों को इस ज्ञान से तीखा किया हुआ बुद्धि रूपक तलवार से काटकर दुख से मुक्त होना अपना ही फर्ज है, कर्तव्य है. कोई भी हमारे लिए नहीं कर सकते. गुरु कैन गिव द स्वॉर्ड, यू हैव टू शार्पन इट, you should learn the skills of using it and use it to cut asunder all attachments and therefore the bandhanas also. Let us study Adhyatma Ramayana.